Hello everyone, this is Scott with Dragon Rocketry. I'm going to show you guys how I make ejection canisters for rockets where I cannot use an ejection canister. Basically we start out with, give you a list of some items you're going to need. I use 1/4 inch launch lug material, cardboard tubing, E-matches, need some BP, you need a razor blade, something to write with, electrical tape, something to measure with, and a hot glue gun to make sure it's plugged in. Alright, here we go. First thing I do is I cut 2-inch pieces. This tube's got a bend in it. Alright, so once you mark it, take your razor blade and cut yourself one off. Now, what I do then is I take a little bit of hot glue and just put a little dab in there, and then I glue my E-match to the tube. Leave this sit for a second so it sets up. Let's see if we can get another one out of here. Okay, once that sets up enough to hold it in there, the back of the tube you'll see it still has an opening. I take a hot glue gun and just fill it up. Close it off so there's no gaps in there. Let that sit and harden up. Do that with this one here. Alright, so then we're there. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this one that I already have made. I need to harden up, it'll take a little bit of time. Now what I do from here is, this is where you're going to need your BP. You're going to need a little bit of wadding and some dog barf comes in handy. This one we're going to make a 1 gram charge because this is what I need for one of the rockets that I'm going to be using. First thing I do, this is a 1.5 grams of BP, so we'll take 1 gram out of it. There we go, 1 gram. Give it a little tap just to make sure it's all settled in there. And this is where I take just a little bit of Estes wadding, make basically like a little spitball. Use something, I usually use just an Allen wrench to push it down on top. Don't have to make it tight, just so it sits against the power. And then I filled the void because as you'll see there's probably a good 3/4 inch of airspace. I take a little bit of dog barf and fill that void up. Now you could do this with Estes wadding, it's just you use a lot of wadding and the price of wadding anymore is getting crazy. Fills up the void, and I take the electrical tape. Always look to see which side I glued the wire on. All the wires that side. Take electrical tape, make a wrap around the back, up to the front, and then I go about halfway back down again. Make sure that's all stuck together. I usually take my wire, put up the side of it, and make one wrap around that just to hold the wire in place. Just makes it nice and neat that it doesn't go anywhere. Now, you don't need to leave them this long. Like this one I'm making right now is going to be in a 2.64 rocket, so I have a little bit of room. Like a 38 millimeter, you're only going to put like a half a gram charge in there. You could cut this down, you know, cut a 3/4 of an inch off of it and make it smaller so it's not so big to put in there. But that's as simple as they come. Very simple. Hook it up to your electronics just like you would any other charge. Hope this helps you. Thanks.